guys, it's Bryony, so welcome to my channel again and to my what I wore this month plus period talk video for the month of November/December 2016. See, I'm already rushing ahead, I'm already thinking it's 2017. This year has gone by so fast. Am I the only one that thinks that? Like, I just feel like it's gone by really, really quickly. Anyway, so this month was a bit weird. It's a bit different as well for me. It's the first month since I went plant-based, basically vegan, in my diet since June that I didn't 100% stick to it. And the reason for that was the week coming up to my period this month. So it was the beginning, it was kind of end of November that I had my period. The week leading up to that, I was really, really busy. I was doing the English Youth Ballet, I was talking at a women's conference, which I hadn't done before, and was a very long day and very demanding. So there was a lot of stress that week, but also I was out of the house a lot, which meant I had to eat out a lot as well. And I didn't stray too much, but the Sunday before, about 8 days before my period was due, I had crispy duck and egg fried rice, which I've actually had before when I'm on my period and hasn't affected me. But what I had this time was when I was at the conference, the Aspire conference for women, I didn't take anything with me, and the vegan options there were really, really poor. Like, the food was not very good there. But fortunately they had lots of shops outside, so I went round. The only place I could find that had anything even like vegetarian was pizza. And unfortunately it was the kind of shop that sold like ready-made pizza, and they sold you a slice. So I ordered the margherita, but I couldn't ask for them to take the cheese off, which is what I would usually do at a pizza restaurant. For example, I'd get them to take off the cheese so that it was vegan. But I couldn't do that there. But I was so hungry at that point, I was starving, and I knew I just had to eat or I would really quickly lose my energy. So it's kind of like a balancing game of what you do. And I felt fine then, but then this period I had was much more painful than the previous ones. The cramping, it still wasn't horrific, but it was definitely worse than before. And actually on the night of the first day of my period, it was really, really bad. I was like lying in my bed, I was crying. It wasn't enough for me to take cocodamol. I have to be in dire pain to take anything containing codeine. I hate it. It just makes me feel so awful, and I hate taking it because it's a really strong drug and it's not good for you. And I didn't take it, but I got really close to actually going and getting it. But I finally, about an hour after I took it, the ibuprofen kicked in enough that I could get to sleep, but that was really quite painful. And then also interesting this month, the second day was quite painful too, which now, since I've been plant-based, hasn't happened. It's usually been okay after the first day. And also, it hurt on the third day and on the fourth, which I haven't had pain on the fourth day for at least a year and a half, even like before I went vegan. So that was a completely new experience for me, because I was thinking, what? Like, come on, I thought I was over this on the third day, and it was the fourth day and it was hurting. And it wasn't any heavier at all. In fact, if anything, it was slightly lighter than it had been. I feel like I say that every month, but it's just, I'm always surprised by how light my period is. It's enough that I'm bleeding that I have to change relatively frequently, and that I know I'm not, it's not spotting, it's more than spotting. Like, I do have 1 or 2 pads that are sort of pretty well bled on. But it's not super heavy. Like, I don't have to worry about overflowing from a pad or a cup or anything like that. So yeah, I don't remember which cups I used this month, I'm afraid, because it's been a while since I actually had them. Last week I was in Abu Dhabi, which is why there are no videos. I'm sorry, I think I forgot to mention that in the video before. But yeah, I'm really tired, really jet lagged. I only got back like 5 AM yesterday, so very, very jet lagged, so please forgive me if this video is a bit off kilter. But yeah, it was a very weird month for me, and of course I went to Abu Dhabi, and it was very difficult. Actually no, that's a lie. It wasn't too difficult there to eat plant-based, but there were 1 or 2 things I had which I knew weren't plant-based, but because I didn't really have the option to do anything else. But most of the time I tried to do it. So now, from I think I'm literally on cycle day 15, so I'm right in the middle of my cycle. I'm being very stringent, and I'm sticking to it completely, because I think it does make a huge difference for me now. And I think it's actually the cheese and the dairy that sets me off, because I've had meat before. As I said before, I've had duck when I'm on my period, and that hasn't sparked period pain. So I think it must be like the hormones in the cow's milk. But anyway, yeah, that's all I can assume from it. But other than that, like I said, it wasn't any heavier. It was just more painful, and it was painful for a day longer than it has been for many, many months now. So I think it was the combination of not having had it for a long time, and I went back and I had it, and like my body just wasn't used to it and responded badly. But we will see this month how it goes. But anyway, here is the what I wore this month. So starting off with my panty liners, I have an Eco Rainbow panty liner, 7-inch cotton topped. I have a Tortoise Wing Things panty liner, cotton topped. Baba's Mum cotton top. She doesn't make them anymore, sadly. Pink Lemonade 6-inch. Another Eco Rainbow. This is a County Cloth Creations. This is my like Christmas print panty liner, getting into the festive spirit. 3 Essence of Eve Bamboo Velour topped panty liners. A Novel Red panty liner. An Old Style Precious Stars panty liner that I took off my mum because she doesn't have periods anymore. This is a Novel Red Narrow Style panty liner. This is an Imse vimse panty liner, organic cotton. This is one of the Precious Stars Current Style panty liners. Old Precious Stars panty liner. I seem to have dug out a lot of my old ones. This is a Party in My Pants mini liner. And moving on to the day pads. For some reason these have got mixed up. Oh, I know why they're mixed up, because I didn't take them off the washing line. Right, so for my regular days I have a Tortoise Wing Things Bamboo Velour topped. I think this is 9.5 inches. I have my Terra Pads 11 inches. That's Winpro Fleece topped. And a Creations by 5 Minky topped pad. Then on to my heavy days, I used a Novel Red cotton top pad, 10 inches. Another Tortoise Wing Things, they're one of my favourite brands now. A new pad brand. These are let me make sure I say this right, because I think they're Minivivi. Yeah, Minivivi 11-inch pads. These are actually designed to be incontinence pads, but can also hold a heavy flow. So this is the cotton flannel topped one, I think. And then the Bamboo Velour top one. I believe they're both 11 inches. And then the pad that I used overnight, which is my huge So Sweet Creations 15.5 inch cotton topped overnight pad, which is enormous but covers everything. There's no chance of leaking through it, which is why I love it. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any requests. I will try and get around to them. Please subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.